It's the NFL on EA Sports, and this one features Trevor Lawrence. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Jags and the Chargers, next on Madden Football.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. Here's Darius Davis to return it, and he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
Well, the nice thing about the NFL, Mike, is there's always next week. If you're coming off a good game, you got to put it to bed and come back and play well again. But in this case, things could not have gone much worse for this guy last week in that performance. So this game couldn't come fast enough. He said he had a great week of practice. He was able to put that behind him mentally and physically, and they're going to need him to play a lot better if they're going to come away today with a win.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. From the gun, it's Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Shotgun now for Herbert. Going up top. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down. Try to run for it with Harris. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. On the handoff, it's Harris. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Throwing now is Herbert. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
On play action now, Herbert to the right side and hauled in by McConkey. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a 1st down. Now Herbert on the bootleg. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line. Play action now. It's Herbert. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. He'll get this out to his running back. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Anytime it's 3rd and short, you better account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what they do here. Great job by the defense, taking them down for a loss. Brings up 4th down.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal, but I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft, it's Trevor Lawrence.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he played fairly well for the most part. Now, are there some things to clean up? Absolutely. Some of his footwork, both inside and outside the pocket, still has a long way to go. The occasional errant throw or just thinking, hey, I've got a big arm, I'm going to fit this ball in the window. Some of that stuff needs to get cleaned up, but overall, not bad. But what matters the most in wins and losses, and he just wasn't the difference maker his team needed when they needed him the most.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it once more with ETN. He'll manage only a couple. Junior Colson there to make the stop. 2nd down and 8. Man in motion is Brown. Once again, it's ETN. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Here's 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Open man, left side, he's got it. 11 yards on the connection there. 1st down, Jacksonville.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
That's going to be caught by the rookie from Colorado. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. In motion comes Thomas. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's going to keep it himself. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. They go play action for Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. Foye Oluokun with the play. Here's a 2nd and 9. Tight end going in motion here. To throw, it's Herbert. He connects with Disley. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So the hope is, when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Here's Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Pistol here for Herbert. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out, or it certainly needs to be protected.
Still 3rd down.
Penalty yardage made this much easier to convert. They now face 3rd and 2. On the zone read, here's Harris. Harris, 1st down, he's not done. 19 yards on the gain, and that's good for a 1st down. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Herbert. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Herbert to throw on 2nd down. And that one incomplete. Mike Williams, the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Herbert to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Jags offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
A 1st down throw for Lawrence. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James. And the Chargers are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Chargers offense make their way out to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he is going to have the Chargers' first down. They're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Herbert now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Here's Harris. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. Tight end motioning left. From the gun, it's Herbert. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
On 4th down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense getting set to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their 1st read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
The Chargers offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle, and he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Now Herbert. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. On play action, it's Herbert. Throw across his body is complete. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Now a play fake. Herbert. That is caught. What a throw. Will Dissly. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's his second touchdown of the year.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. They're in a 10-point hole. It's 13-3 as this drive starts with first down. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 13 yards to start that drive, and a quick first down. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. This one is caught, and it's the tight end, Strange. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Going for it all. That is hot! And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Jaguars. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. There is his tight end, Disley. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Throwing on first down is Herbert. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Now a timeout, Chargers here. That's their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That one knocked away and incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. Got his man at the 6. And he's in. Lad McConkey. Touchdown, L.A.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Point after now from Dicker. He's got it. And the Chargers add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On first down, Lawrence. That's complete to ETN. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
24.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Keelan Robinson to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jaguars offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. On first and 10, Lawrence. This one complete right side. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. First and 10. Lawrence gives this one to ETN. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a second down and 8. They go play action for Lawrence. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Khalil Mack, 3-time All-Pro, in there to bag another one.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first, so it'll bring up fourth down. Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. Back deep is Darius Davis. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. On first and 10, here's Herbert. He's going to tuck it and go. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
A pass taken in by Harris.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come up to third and 3. They send the tight end in motion. Herbert going to try to throw on third down. And that is incomplete. Lad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And now it's fourth down. And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. He's on for the second time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Lawrence. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. The carry here for ETN.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Lawrence. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, it's Robinson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game under pressure all game long. The secondary feasting on his passes. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. Play action now. It's Lawrence. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Throwing is Lawrence. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. There's that man again. Another catch.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That is caught at the 3. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. They put Strange in motion. Now second down throw for Lawrence. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Chargers offense back onto the field for their next possession. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is first and 10. Now it's Herbert. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A give, and here comes Harris. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. Another run here with Harris. Harris, first down, he's not done. A gain of 16, good enough for a first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll give it to Harris again. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. That's on the guard, Zion Johnson. On play action, now Herbert. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Handoff from the pistol to Harris. And that one not not going to net too much. He'll get this down to the 31. On second down, a run with Harris. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they move the chains on third down. Shotgun now for Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Now a play fake. Herbert. He connects with Disley.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. This is caught at the 2. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Harris. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. One more time, it's Harris. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Najee Harris, touchdown Chargers. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. Interesting point here, Greg. This is one of those where, put me in the mind of the play caller. Are you thinking just keep the ball on the ground right now?
I think it's hard. I think a lot of it has to do with how much confidence do you have that he can work himself through it, because as the turnovers continue to stack up, your biggest fear is that the confidence breaks down. So a lot of this is really just how well do you understand, what kind of relationship do you have with your quarterback. If you think you can get him through it, keep putting the ball in his hands. If you think he's done for the day, you got a big question you got to answer, whether he should even be in the game.
Second down, Lawrence. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A first down throw for Lawrence. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And the Chargers will take over possession here at the 44.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Tight end on the move left. On the handoff, it's Harris. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Third down and 9. From the gun, it's Herbert. To the right side and hauled in by McConkey. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. To throw is Lawrence. This one hauled in by Thomas. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. To throw is Lawrence. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so...
And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Dante Jackson.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
The visitors' offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And they look to finish it off here in the 4th. This might just wash away what was a subpar performance a week ago. Herbert down to an 8, and that should wrap this one up. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks, they're happy now. They come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.